A lot of people are dealing with a low-grade dissatisfaction in their lives and think that that is natural, when really it's normal. And I know I was certainly one of those people. For almost my entire life, I felt dissatisfied. And the worst part of it is that I didn't know. I had no idea that it was dissatisfaction. I thought it was just life. And the reason I felt that way, and the reason I didn't question it, is because I did not have a frame of reference that I could look back at and say, hey, actually this is what happiness looks like for me. Because I'd been dissatisfied for so long, and because it was so normal, I didn't question it. I thought that was just how life is. And it's taken me basically till my 30s to realize that actually I was dissatisfied, and that I've now had my frame of reference shaken. I've been shown through my experiences that what happiness really looks like, what feeling alive and joyful and fascinated by life, what all that actually looks like. And I just didn't have that. I didn't have that since I was a kid. So I'd forgotten. So with all the videos I make, really I have one core message, which is that I want you to look deeper beneath the surface of what you're experiencing right now. So even if you stop the video and just start introspecting and asking yourself or doing the exercises whilst we're doing them, I want you to just basically stop being in the future and come be here right now and just notice what's actually here, as if you don't know. As if you don't know what it really is like to be you. Because what I would say is that for almost everyone, we don't know really what's going on in our experience, and we can know. If we just allow ourselves and open up and let go of our current frame of reference, we can actually discover things that are true right now about our experience, and those things are profoundly freeing. If we can discover those things, we can go from feeling dissatisfied, feeling like we're not really connected with life, to feeling completely free. In minutes, in seconds, we can do that. Because everything we're doing right now, and we have a lot more power and agency than you might imagine. What I've learned in recent years is that actually the natural baseline for a healthy human being is joy, is happiness, is wonder and fascination with life, is playing in life. That's actually the baseline. So I'm here to try to show you and give you a new frame of reference. Try to reconnect you with an experience of that so that you have a contrast between your, like if you're like me, your typical dissatisfied experience, low grade, it's okay, low grade dissatisfaction, and what an experience of aliveness looks like. I want to give you that reference here. But in order for me to do that and to share that with you, I want you to just for the next 5-10 minutes be totally open to the possibility that that is possible. That actually you can feel alive day to day. You can reconnect with life. People do it. People are living like that. You can live like that. I've been living like that. And I'm still learning to live like that, but it's possible. Life does not have to be this slog. Take a look at your experience right now, how you're feeling right now. And if you don't feel that you have an easy access to joy right now, if you're not really fascinated by this experience that you're having, this amazing life, you're not feeling that way. If you don't have access to that, then what I would say is to ask yourself the question, what is it that I'm in? What am I caught in, or what am I assuming that's true right now about this experience I'm having, such that I don't have access to joy, which you definitely had when you were younger, when you were a kid. You had access to joy, which means you have access to joy now as an adult. If you're noticing how you're feeling, and that you're not really connected with yourself, you're not really feeling alive or joyful right now, and you don't have easy access to that, then what you need to do, really, do this. Stop. Stop everything. And notice what's there in your experience right now. Do not take it for granted, any of it. Now, when you do this, resistance might come up. You may notice that you have some emotional reaction, more thoughts come up, some kind of maybe tension, right? Resistance. Notice that. Notice what that's like. And name it, ideally out loud. Say, oh, I notice I'm feeling some resistance. And then with great curiosity, notice what else comes up. Go really subtle. Now, it might be challenging at first if you're not used to doing this. But just stay with me. Be really present. Don't go into the future and don't go into the past. Notice what's happening right now. Just see what comes up. And if you stay with this, you just stay with that experience, eventually what's going to happen is you notice something you weren't expecting. You get surprised, or you have an insight about your experience, something you didn't see before. Maybe something frees up, maybe there's some kind of release. Maybe you notice that beneath that dissatisfaction, there's this sense of frustration. Or maybe beneath that sense of frustration, there's this sadness. I'm just kind of guessing here, but notice what it's like for you. But don't stop there. Keep noticing. Keep looking deeper. Really try to look at your experience, your felt experience, your visceral experience, like you'd never experienced it before. Like this is the very first time. And just keep staying with it. And if you stay with it long enough, you'll be able to name what it is that you're in. You'll be able to name the thought or this experience that you're in, and you'll be able to step out of it. What does it mean to step out of it? Well, it probably is going to come with some kind of release. It will come with more freedom. So you'll have more freedom to play, to create some other experience. And it will always come with more presence. You'll feel more connected with yourself, more present, more curious, more free. And you can do this at any time. It takes minutes, if not seconds. And you can do it out loud. You can name what it is that you're experiencing. Name what feelings that you're feeling. Name what emotions are coming up. And keep going more and more subtle until you notice something that you've maybe been in for a long time. And then notice the freedom that comes with that. So our minds are really powerful, and it's really easy to get caught in your thinking. It's really easy to get caught in something. But hopefully you now see that joy and life and curiosity and play, they're all available to you right now. It might not seem that way because of all the thoughts that are in the way, but it's true. And you can do this at any time. You do it in your mind, you can do it out loud, or you can do it with someone you trust. You can speak it to someone you trust. And when you do that, you can step out of your constructed mental reality and back into yourself and back into a connection with life. And that's what I want for you. Thank you for listening.